All right, so I'm going to be doing a reaction video today on, looks like the Red Pill Godfather on Fresh and Fit. I'm not an advocate of Red Pill or anything like that, but what I can say is I am a comedian. All right, let's get to it. Okay, context, you're about to get into it. This dude made a tweet about how to be a high-value man, and Sneeko and Destiny are doing like a... they're like criticizing him, and he's trying to defend himself in some way, shape, or form. Is that a Broncos hat? That is not a Broncos hat. All right, let's see what he's got to say. I've never seen this clip before.
Everything that is on my show or is on Twitter is not automatically advice. Now, but here's the thing. You know what you're going to say, because here's the deal. When I was on whatever podcast I was telling this, I was saying exactly the same thing here, is that everything that comes out of somebody's mouth on Instagram or on Twitter or on a YouTube, there's no way you can't go on there without somebody going, this is what these guys are saying to do. Because if you have this set automatically, that if it comes out of your mouth, it's automatically advice. It can't just be data. It can't just be statistics. It can't be, nothing can be just delivered. Sort of like, here's some data for you to look at. Okay. Nothing can.
I hate this guy's mic, dude. Sounds like shit. Mine sounds bad, and his is terrible.
Nothing can be set. Nothing can be given to you without somebody going, well, the reason why you're telling me this is because you're telling me that this is the best way to live my life. Okay. So when I'm watching Brendan Carter and I'm watching all this going on, and I'm looking at like guys that I know and guys that you know as well. And when these are the guys who are like saying, you know, be on your game, do this, do that. They're the ones that are giving this advice. All I'm doing is saying, hey, look, maybe you should not focus on family. Maybe you should not get married. I mean, I don't know why that's big.
Maybe advice.
I'm not saying it's advice. What I'm saying is that this is so over the fucking top that everybody wants to take it out of context, which is exactly what you guys have been doing.
So what is it? Can you tell me what that tweet was if it wasn't advice?
It's not advice. What it is it's okay. It's saying that this is the most extreme way to do things. Okay, here's the quickest path to. If I told you this, look, if I said the quickest way.
Okay, here's the tweet. All right. He's saying this isn't advice. Okay. The quickest path to becoming a high-value man. Do not get married. What? Avoid family What's the meaning of life if you aren't going to have kids? Vasectomy in your 20s. See, what 25-year-old's going to be walking around with non-working balls? Dude, you lift consistently. Okay. There we go. That's a good one. Eliminate all sedations. Okay. Learn game and networking. Game. So half of this already is about women. Can we just stop with the fucking... Why is everything revolved around trying to bang chicks? Play to your strengths. Build wealth. Play to your strengths. I would... See, I don't like that advice. Then you're only going to be good at the things that you're good at. You're never going to expand your... Like, I would say play to your strengths while working on your weaknesses. Become an all-round better version of yourself. That's what I would say. And resist easing up on your focus. Resist easing up on your focus. These people make it seem like... I'm just going to move on. All right, let's see what they say about it.
Way for you to make $1 million.
That sounds like advice.
Is to go steal it from the bank or go to steal it. Yeah. Does that mean I'm telling you to go steal it? If I tell you to go fucking jump off a cliff, are you going to go jump off a cliff?
There we go. You know someone has lost an argument when they refer to the jump off the cliff scenario. You already know they lost.
I'm also, by the way, here's the other thing is I'm also responding to Dr. Richard Reeves in this as well.
Okay, there's a lot of context about it, sure. But all the rest of the list, you're equating vasectomy to lifting, game, play to your strength, resisting up on easing your focus. The rest of it sounds like general advice.
Okay, well let's say so let me ask you. So is it the vasectomy part that's throwing you off?
Really genuine good advice, right? The rest of it.
Is it the vasectomy part?
Yeah.
Do you agree with pretty much everything else except for the vasectomy part?
The first three is weird because then I don't even know what the red pill idea of a high value man is. Is it just being rich? Like, what's the point of having all this money and not having a family? Why be that rich? The guy who's always grinding. Whoa, Brandon Carter doesn't have to do his laundry. Sick. What else are you?
I wonder if this guy has kids. I wonder if he's saying this because he has had a vasectomy and he doesn't have children. I wonder if that's why he said that. What's his name? Rollo Tomasi. He's 54. He's 5'9". He has a wife. Okay, so he has a kid.
What are you going to do with your life?
Right. Maybe this is actually meant so that you'll get it. You'll have a freaking epiphany about all the shit that you have to sacrifice to get to that in the first place. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to live the kind of life, let's say like a Brandon Carter is, where you're going to outsource your entire life? Or are you going to actually have kids? Is that something that's a priority for you? Because I will tell you right now that if you follow this if you were to actually follow this list right here, that is the fastest way for you to get to a point where you are more high value.
So what's your definition of high value? Bang a bunch of chicks? Who fucking cares? It's not high value at all. What is value? What are they saying? What's the end goal?
Right. So here's the thing. So when I say that, people go, well, that's not what a high value man is. A high value man is what I define it as, which is he's got to have a good, loving, devoted wife. He's got to have 3 or 4 kids or 10 kids, depending on whatever culture you're talking about. All of this stuff that makes up whatever that person who happens to have that is, then that's suddenly the definition of what a high value man is. So what I'm saying this is the best way to become a high value man. I'm not saying this is the only way to become a high value man. I'm just saying that this is the fastest way to go and do something like that.
We've been talking a lot for 5 minutes. What is your definition of a high value man?
It doesn't matter. That's not what I was talking about in this.
It doesn't matter.
I know what you're talking about. That's what the first part of the tweet is: how to become a high value man.
The fastest way to become a high value man is to recognize the fact that you've got.
See, this is why I hate this shit, because there's really the definition of a high value man doesn't exist. It's all opinionated. So he could say the best way to be a high value man is to become a millionaire and bang 100 chicks, and if you ain't either one of those, then you're low value, you're a piece of shit. So a vasectomy in that case would help because you don't have to spend money on kids. Come on, man, everybody knows that
you've got sacrifices to make. Okay,
so like what is that? Telling like stories from Vietnam. Like, just say, what is a high value man? It's the first part of the tweet. What does that mean?
You tell me what a high value man is. Because here's the thing: is it doesn't matter.
He's supposed to be the godfather of Red Pill, and he's like, "You tell me what it is." It's like I don't.
I'm going to say is a high value man. You guys are fucking
because it's your tweet.
It doesn't matter what I say is a high value man because everybody takes this. The point of the tweet is that everybody is going to take this and then insert their own definition of what a high value man is.
Right. Okay. He's not wrong there. So what's his definition of a high value man? I'm waiting for that. When's that coming? How long we been recording? Damn.
What if a high value man is having 12 kids when you're 16? Then your tweet doesn't work, does it? What if your definition of a high value man is being getting into a trade and having 5 kids by the time you're 22? Then it also high value man is being an esports professional.
You're absolutely making my point for me right here. Okay, this is what I'm saying.
My point is that high value man. You gave a list of 8 things. Do these 8 things to become a high value man. Do 1 through 8 to become A, and you're not defining what A is.
The fastest way to becoming a high value man is these 4.
But what is a high value man to you in your own words? What is that? Please answer it. Hurry.
What is that?
Okay. So here's the thing. So if we're talking about family creation, we already talked. Okay, so you want to go? Okay, let's go one by one.
Oh hell no, man! I ain't got time for that. If you go by one by one, I'm in this video.
One by one. Okay,
no,
so
I want to go before one by one. What is a high value man?
We can't have an argument if I don't even know what your definition
is. The very fact that you're even asking this in the first place is the actual point of the tweet. Okay, so if you're going to be a high value man with the fucking hands tied behind your back, then what is that? What does that mean to you? That's the point. This whole discussion is the point of the fucking tweet. You guys,
one of the tweet was, you've got some conception of a high value man. Here are 8 points that you think you need to do to get to it. And now you're getting blown the fuck up on the vasectomy thing, which you probably realize is fucking retarded. But you're too old and stubborn to walk back from it. That's the point of this conversation.
I'm going to get demonetized because he said that. Damn it.
Stubborn and walk back from it because the point of it was to get douche nozzles like yourself to have this conversation in the first place.
Oh my God. So he ain't got an answer. That's the conclusion. I made this tweet to get on this show. Like, he baited them to do that. Come on, man. That is so stupid. That's dumb, man. God, I love that. I love when people make fools of themselves and they're so dedicated to not going back on it. If I were him, I'd be like, yeah, you got my dumb ass. I fucked up. That doesn't even make any sense. And just laugh at yourself. But people got these egos, man, that they just got to just stand their ground. There is a such thing as a high value man. It's just whatever you think a high value man is. If you think a high value man is Brad Pitt, then be Brad Pitt. If you think it's, some doofus, if you think it's a guy wearing a fake Broncos hat, then do that. Who cares?